10 days to go. We will start in another 2 minutes. We'll wait for, a couple of people to join, couple of more people to join. Meanwhile, you can write down your messages and then I'll talk about the set agenda and then we are going to take up the questions. Okay, week in QA, just want some guidance on what should I do to solve at least 6 questions. ठीक है? Let me just, keep on making the notes of your specific questions. QA, you want 6 questions to be attempted. Acha, first of all, is my audio and video clear? Please let me know that through the chat section, or you can just put a thumbs up or something like that. Perfect. Okay, so let me know if there is any echo or something. I'll try to make certain adjustments. Otherwise, it's all good. Okay, quant is a big problem. I agree. Okay. Clear. Good. Perfect. Anything else you would like to share? You can share that. We have 1 more minute before we officially begin. Right. I said this is interesting. Somebody is saying I have slot 3, but I am a morning person. Okay. Good. Chaliye. Welcome to this interesting session on 10 days to CAT. We are left with 10 days officially. There are so many things that we would like to cover, we would like to do, but we can't do all these things. What do we have to do then? This is what this session is about. So let me take you through my agenda, what I will be discussing in next 10-20 minutes or so, and then I'll be taking your questions. There's a good chance that most of your questions will be resolved in that span of time through which my agenda goes. But if you're still having more questions, that is exactly why we are having this Ask Me Anything. This session will be restricted to only the discussion pertaining to the final academic and hygiene related questions before you go for CAT exam. So if you have a question related to whether your profile is suited for a particular IIM, we will not be taking that up in this session, right? So you can save yourself that effort. Let's begin. So my dear, I have planned this session in 4 parts. Perfect. Part number 1, I'll be discussing things related to admit card. All the things that you have to do, you have to be aware of. Step 1 is admit card. Step 2 is mind management, where I will be extensively talking about how to deal with anxiety, overthinking and all sort of crappy things that equip our minds just a couple of days before any competitive exam. Third thing which I am going to discuss will be the last moment academic preparation. And final thing I am going to talk about is the don'ts. Do's you already know. क्या नहीं करना है, don'ts. And definitely listen to these don'ts, because you will find something which is going to change your life. Perfect? Let's begin. I would like to first congratulate all of you. CAT saw 3.3 lakh registrations this year. 3.3 lakh. If I have to be precise, it is actually 3.29. Yes, 3.29 lakh. Last year there were 3.28 lakh registrations. So there is slight increase. And last year there was a 30% increase. In fact, I made a video a couple of months ago regarding, I don't know, I think its title was, Is MBA Dead? And I specifically said, no, it is not. It is more alive than ever. And I talked about a lot of statistics over last 5 years, right? So a lot of people had this question that whether the slowdown is affecting MBA or not, and so and so. You can very well see that it is not. In fact, India is one of the most thriving economies in the world, and that is the reason why most of the people are aiming to go for CAT, because they want to do MBA. They see their future in becoming a management graduate, for the very simple reason is that the business sphere within manufacturing, services, operations, entrepreneurship is extensively thriving. In fact, I think this guy is the director of IIM Mumbai who said all these things. I'm not saying that. Logistics, for example. So yes, MBA is here to stay. So you have 3.3 lakh people to deal with. And it is important for you to know what you are competing with. Otherwise, you might not reach there. Hai na? The best part is that when there are more aspirants, especially in an exam like CAT, where seats are also decent for good colleges, then the competition is not just a matter of numbers. Okay? So there is a good chance that just one correct question is going to take you far ahead from many of these people. Right? So congratulations, you are part of a group which is preparing for something which is very popular, something which is a great thing in your career. MBA. Good na? Yeah, great. I think I should pay that person some money who made the speech for me. So I think I should pay that money to myself. But when I take my money and put that in my pocket only, that really doesn't mean my wealth is increased. Chali. Achha, one more thing I want to tell you. This time mobile jammers are going to be employed at a couple of centers, not all the centers. This is what IIM Calcutta has decided. They always come up with innovations. I just hope that they do not come with a very strong and a different kind of innovation in the CAT exam pattern, which is expected to remain the same. Let's see. But yes, they are going to be mobile jammers, because you know that there are so many things going on and there was a big NEET fiasco. And CAT authorities in that sense have been quite strict and proactive to not let anything malign them. Okay? Chaliye. So there were 4 things that we had to discuss. Let's begin. First, admit card based aspects. Listen to me carefully. Share this video with people you want to share quickly, so that they also do not miss out on that. You all have received your admit cards. I'm reading from the paper. I wrote this down. Right? So one thing I want to talk about is the slot based body clock. There are 3 slots. You have to develop your body clock according to it. Now, there is a problem among ourselves, especially people who are from tier 1 cities, even tier 2 cities also, that we feel proud in saying that we are night owls. Stop doing that. Okay? So let's take a look at how this slot based body clock is going to manage. So if your slot is a morning slot, for example, you have to be there in the exam hall at 8:30 it's going to start. So let's backtrack a bit. Okay? You will be required to be there at the center at 7 o'clock. Dhyan se sunna. I'm taking the example of slot 1 and you can then extrapolate it for the others. So you have to be there 1.5 hours before it. And please be there 1.5 hours before it. Otherwise you will be rushed, your mind will be occupied. If you have to reach there at 7, you will have to leave home at least 1 hour before, depending upon where your center is. Some people have center 10 minutes away, and some people have centers 2 hours away. Depending upon your specific time, take enough buffer so that you can travel well. But I still would say that at least leave your home 1 hour before it, even if your center is 30 minutes or 20 minutes away. Right? You'd never know how much traffic will be there, because when 3.3 lakh candidates are going to take exams, there will be traffic towards the center. Then if you have to, of course, be there at 7, you will leave at 6. So you will have to also wake up at 5 or 4:30 because you want to get ready, you want to eat food also. Eating food is mandatory. Do not go to your exam hall on empty stomach. Eating food is mandatory. All of you who are thinking, I can't eat food early in the morning, I feel sleepy. Stop being stupid, stop kidding yourselves. By the time you'll sit for the exam, it would have been a lot of time already. In fact, it will give you a lot of energy because the food would have been more or less half or fully digested. Okay? And keep yourself hydrated. Which means if your slot is 1, you got to sleep at 9 p.m., you got to wake up at 4:30 a.m. How many of you are feeling shocked? You can give your hearts or whatever is, whatever emoticons you are sending here so that I can know this thing. Okay? If your slot is 1, I am repeating, sleep at 9 p.m., wake up at 4:30 a.m. Sleep at 9 p.m., wake up at 4:30 a.m. If you are thinking I can't do that, I also can't help you. Okay? This is about slot 1. What about slot number 2? Add maybe 2 more hours to it. So instead of waking up at 4:30, you will wake up at 6 or 6:30 and it will be okay for you to sleep at 10:30. Those of you who are in slot 3, now I would give you 2 options. One option is that you again wake up 2 hours after that, which means 8 a.m., which I do not recommend, because if you go by the circadian rhythm, if you work according to the sunrise and sunset, this is what is the meaning of circadian rhythm, then your body is actually capable of deriving optimum performance. Okay, so it's not like if you have an evening slot ki 9 baje uth rahe hain. No, it's not like that. Better is you still sleep at 11, maybe wake up at 6 or 7. 7 is enough. Then you give yourself enough time to exercise, to do some pranayam, some meditation, get ready, eat food, maybe do a bit of reading, no revision as such, bit of reading. Maybe if a couple of formulas are not really good for you, you can try that. I would not recommend that although. And then maybe relax for a bit. Don't really exert yourself too much. It's not like you're scrolling through things bar or watching some TV. Nah, just relax. Even if you want to take another nap at 11 a.m., that's absolutely okay. Another nap at 11 a.m. for 1 hour or so, perfect. Another nap at 12 p.m. for 1 hour or so is also perfectly alright for people who are in slot 3. And then you leave for your exam. You will be absolutely refreshed and you would be in the same zone as the people in slot 1 and 2. I hope slot based body management idea is clear to all of you. If you're not going to do that, things are not going to move. Another aspect to it is diet. From today till your CAT exam is over, you are not supposed to take, and I'm being very strict about it. Okay? Those of you who want to comment anything, you're free to do that. Okay? No fried, no junk, no meat, and no processed food. What did I say? No fried, no junk, no meat, and no processed food. All these foods are contributors of lethargy or restlessness or both. Avoid that. Keep light food, nutritious food in your mouth and in your stomach. And take your meals on due times. It's not like abhi bhook nahi hai. No. If you will not do that, things will not move. Perfect? This is about body clock. Second thing is, keep the things handy which should be handy. Photo you should have, because you have to stick that photo on the admit card. And you also should have the photocopy of the admit card. All these things should be handy with you. And do not take any prohibited materials along. What are the prohibited materials? All these mobile phones, even keys are not allowed. Okay, so just make proper arrangement for that. Bags, if you have cars, go buy cars. Otherwise, they would have some arrangement over there. Private people have that arrangement, so they will take some money for that, but they will keep your stuff. But don't bring too much of stuff, and definitely not valuable stuff. Mobile phone is still okay because you can't do without it, but otherwise definitely not. Do not take any prohibited material with you. Do not overload yourself with materials. In fact, your clothes also should be of that kind, right? So if you are wearing really heavy jackets and so forth, they are going to ask you to keep it somewhere, and they will just send you out. They'll say keep it somewhere. हमें नहीं पता. So better is, make your body according to that. Okay. Third thing, test center arrangement. You should know where your test center is. Please don't do that on D-Day. It's okay if you are not going to visit there before it, but at least make the arrangements. You should know where it is. If it is far off, then take a room somewhere near one day before. My simple definition of far off is that if the center is up to 40-50 kilometers and you can manage by car or a cab, that's cool. If it is more than that, it is a good idea to take a room over there. Especially if you are traveling from one city to another, better take a room. Okay? And your room should be clean, conducive. Do not be finicky about spending a bit of money. It's for your future. Okay, so if you think that it looks shady and so on, something which cannot really give you good vibes, don't take that up. Okay, so test center arrangements you definitely have to make with respect to whether you want to travel on the test day or you want to travel beforehand, and your accommodation and so and so. Then another important thing, and especially for the people who are professionals, please take leaves from the office now. High time. No justification. No justification. Anyway, today is Wednesday. Today you are attending from office. If you are doing that already, tomorrow probably you will go. So definitely you should go for leaves. Either you start that on Friday. Anyway, it should start on Saturday. So please, take your managers into confidence and so, but you have to be with yourself only now that you are preparing for the last leg of CAT. Last 7 days, chutti le lo. So the admit card portion is done. Perfect. The second thing now I want to deal with is mind management. What is mind management? Most important thing. Most important and most underrated until you are in that situation. What are the problems with respect to mind? Only one problem: anxiety. Anxiety, you can call it any name. You can call it anxiety, you can call it panic attack, you can call it I want calm, anything you want to say, but it is all pressure. You can say pressure. Thank you so much, Anuj. Or you can call it okay. Anxiety. Anxiety is a function of body and mind both. So all these things about working through the circadian rhythm and eating good food is about the body management to deal with your anxiety. Second thing is mind management. There is only one thing which can help you arrest anxiety, and that is breath work. No other thing. तुम कुछ भी कर लो, go to any psychiatrist, watch any motivational video, all these things are just momentary. Until you really approach the core, it's not gonna move. Breath work. Another shorts that I have made, you can check out the IMS Instagram or YouTube channel for shorts and these reels, where I have talked about 3 types of breathing which can help you calm your anxiety down. You should do that every day, and you should do that, at least one of it, before your exam starts on the D-Day. How many of you would like to know a couple of breath work right away? Those of you who want to know, you can quickly give some form of indication to me. Chalo, heart will work. Great, perfect. Okay. Somebody is asking about revision. Both third part hai. Let's talk about mind management. Your mind should be calm before you can move on to the academic prep. Chalo. Acha, so this is the breathing techniques that I'm going to tell you are really good breathing techniques. But you might also have something which you might be doing and it is working for you. I don't want you to leave that. Keep it up. But it is important to do. First and the most important is called Anulom Vilom Pranayam, also known as Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. This is not the right time for me to demonstrate the entire thing. So what you can do, just go to YouTube, check out Nadi Shodhan Pranayam or Anulom Vilom Pranayam from leading yoga providers. I generally look for the instructions from the Art of Living. You can look for the instruction from anywhere. It could be Art of Living, it could be Patanjali, it could be Sadhgurus, it could be someone else, it could be the private yoga practitioners who are doing Trinetra, whatever. I mean, nobody has paid me any money to do that. But I'm saying just please learn it from a qualified instructor. Once you learn it, you can do it on your own. Perfect. Second thing is called yogic breathing. Yogic breathing means that you first breathe out fully. That means you squeeze your stomach, your navel and your back side of the stomach should touch in a manner. You should squeeze the entire stomach so that your entire breath is out. Then you breathe in from your nose. First you fill your stomach. Actually you don't fill the stomach, eventually you fill here, but diaphragm pushes the stomach first. So that's why I'm saying that fill the stomach, then you fill the chest, and then fill a bit more, like till clavicles, like this. Fine. When you're filled, then you exhale. First you release the clavicle, then you take out the breath from your chest, and finally you take the breath out from your stomach and squeeze it again. There is no break in it. This is just a mechanism. Breathe in, fill your entire stomach, chest, clavicle. Breathe out, exhale your clavicle, chest and stomach. Do that 10 times. This is called yogic breathing. All these things will happen with your eyes closed and you see the magic happening. Third is straw breathing. If you are really anxious, roll your tongue like that, but keep the tongue inside. Okay? Otherwise it will be cold. Or if you don't want to roll it, just make a pout of your lips like that, like a straw. And then you breathe in with your nostril and breathe out with your strawed mouth. Longer breath out. Clear? This is called straw breathing. All these things help you with your anxiety. Anulom Vilom Pranayam will help you with your anxiety and your concentration. Acha. Then, if your head is too heavy, if you're feeling a bit of headache, or if you're thinking that so much of stuff is going on in your mind, then I can tell you one more thing. You want to know that? Okay? So, your thumb should be inside your palm, and then you close your hand like this. Make a fist with thumb inside the palm. Thumb inside the palm. This is called Adi Mudra. You do it for both the hands. And then keep your hands facing upwards on your knees and you sit with your spine erect and shoulders relaxed. Adi Mudra, on your knees, spine erect, shoulders relaxed. Keep your eyes closed. And once again, take deep breath and breathe out. Long deep breath, breathe out. You can do it with yogic breathing or a normal deep breathing from nostril and exhale from nostril. Do that for around 10 to 15 times and see your headache or rush getting relaxed. Then fifth one, another very important. If you think you're getting tired quickly while you are taking the exam, even mocks, or if there is some issue in the back, or your concentration is good in the beginning but it wavers over a period of 40, 50, 60, 70 minutes, would you like to know what to do then? Perfect? Perfect. So, you don't have to do that during the exam. You have to do it before it only. This is called Merudand Mudra. What is Merudand Mudra? Thumbs up Mudra. Keep your thumb erect and your fist is like this. This or this way, either way is okay. Keep it straight on your knees. This should be pointed upwards, thumbs, and do the same breathing 10 to 15 times and you are relaxed. 5 breathing techniques I have told you. Apply any of it or all of it and see the magic happening. But let me tell you, You got to do your action. Karma is important. It's not like, oh, I'm doing a lot of mudra. Abhi my cat is 99 percentile. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You got to, whatever you have done to get the optimum performance from that, that is why we are managing our body and mind. Is that clear about mind management? This portion. Second portion about mind management is, please avoid social media altogether. Altogether, except for IMS. Okay? Because we know what we are serving you, but we also know what others are serving you. Now, I'm not saying others are stupid, but I'm saying that when your parents tell you to do something, you do that. But when someone else tells you to do something, then it is your own choice. There is no guarantee. As simple as that. Or think of it in a very transactional format. Those of you who are part of IMS group, we have paid here. We have a moral responsibility to give you something which benefits you, not just us. Simple. And last thing about mind management, although this last thing will be taken care of when you do pranayam. Acha, pranayam is always followed by meditation. Meditation simply means keep your eyes closed for 5 more minutes with your normal breathing after you have done your pranayams. That is called meditation. It's not like you are doing 5-7 minutes of Anulom Vilom Pranayam and suddenly you open the eyes. No. Relax. So last thing about mind management is, please be around positivity. Any sort of positivity. If you see positivity in dogs, go to dogs. If you see them in cats, go to cats. If you see them in cows, go to cows. If you see them in lizards, have a lizard. Perfect? It is about being calm. Being with people around you who are good, who can motivate you. Okay? So don't be around negativity. Just don't be around those people. अरे यार मेरे से हो ही नहीं रहा bro, मेरे से हो ही नहीं रहा bro. Block कर दो उनको. Done? 2 things are over. Admit card related concerns, mind management related concerns. If you have missed out on something, if you just joined, it's okay. You can always check the beginning of this video once it processes and you would be okay. Third thing is the last moment, academic preparation. Again, there are 4 elements to it. Element number 1, your last moment academic preparation simply means previous year mocks. You only have 1 mock to go, 1 proctored SimCat to go, which is SimCat 20, which will happen this week. Then you have previous year papers to do. If you have not really taken a lot of SimCats, it is not recommended that you start taking SimCats now. It is better that you take previous year papers. Especially the DILR sets, you should be able to see all of them. See means you should have tried all of them so that you know what is an A level set and what is a C level set. So that when you look at the paper, you can decide whether you want to attempt it or not. Just doing this thing will ensure that you meet cutoff in your final exam if your preparation is not up to the mark. Okay? Previous year papers, 4 to 5 of them, and rest of the papers in terms of the DILR sets. In fact, RCs also from there. Whenever you do RCs, take a look at how the instructor has done that. So you know what is the approach and how your approach was different from the instructor's approach. We have already talked at length about the 5 pause approach that you should use when you are solving the RC. We have made a couple of videos on that, shorts on that, you can check that out. If you are already part of the IMS ecosystem, you know that it is given in VA 1.3 module. Perfect. Other thing that you can do as your last moment academic prep is relearn or revise the formulas. Very important for QA. Revise the formulas. But when I say revise the formula, not on the exam day, on the run up to exams. Okay? On exam day, you can do only one little thing. Maybe you can read a bit of an article so that it oils your mind when you are going to start your VARC, because that is going to be the first section in the exam. Otherwise, nothing on the D-Day. We'll talk about the don'ts, but don't worry. So as far as academic preparation goes, previous year papers, 3 to 4 mock tests, I would say definitely all DILR sets and the RCs. Formulas I told you. Then if there are some weak topics for you, like really weak topics, Now is not the time for you to develop these. Better is that you develop your strengths or the things that you are moderate at. No weak topics. No mock test after 20th of this month. 21, 22, 23, 3 days before CAT. No mock test. No mock test means no mock test. If there are specific circumstances for you for which I have taken any mentor sessions or anybody else has taken, and if that has been recommended, that's a different story. But no mock test 2 to 3 days before CAT. नहीं करना. चलिए. Somebody is asking, should previous year questions be timed or not? Yes, they should be timed. In one go, you attempt in a timed manner. 4 sets you are attempting. Give yourself 40-50 minutes. Time is according to you. Then once you are done with that, then you look at the solutions. If you are not able to do, then it is not timed. Okay. Of course, while you are practicing it, it should be timed. Everything should be timed. Okay. Abhishek, I'll come to your question. Then, in last 3 days, you should revise some formulas, do some puzzles, watch a movie and relax. Clear? So that is about the last moment academic preparation. Achha, when I say no mocks, I mean no sectionals also. Couple of you are asking this. Okay? Chaliye. Then let's talk about the don'ts. This is going to be the last portion of our discussion, and then I'll take your questions. First is last D-Day cramming of formulas. Absolutely not. In fact, I'm going to release another shorts on that as to why you should not do it. When you go to the exam center and when you look at people cramming up things, you feel, oh my God, how well prepared are they? They are not well prepared. Please try to understand that this is not your regular school exam or college exam. कि last में formulas रट लिए, चले गए exam देने. नहीं. This is something that you have been preparing for a long time. It has been your yagya for so many months now. If the last ahuti only could do magic, then, IMS would not even hire me or anybody else. Then this entire IMS ecosystem or any of the test prep ecosystem would not even thrive. It is something that you nurture your mind over a period of time. So please stop doing this thing. No last day cramming of formula. If you do that, there is a good chance you might fail because you will be anxious, and it also shows that you are not well prepared, right? It is not an evaporative thing कि अच्छा हमने याद नहीं किया तो it's gonna just vaporize. नहीं है. Come on. कोई तुक है इस बात की. I was also that kind of a guy. I did that, I lost. And then I did not do that and I won also. So you can choose what is best for you. Please. ठीक है? Avoid social media altogether. We have already discussed it. Then, another important thing. Do not watch slot based analysis. If yours is slot 1, anyway you will not be able to see any analysis. If yours is slot 2, you are not supposed to watch slot 1 analysis. Shut off your mobile phones, electronic devices in every manner. Stay away from the people. Third thing, if you are having a third slot, definitely do not watch any of it. And you will be able to develop this practice only and only when you will be calm. Otherwise, the moment you watch slot analysis, your mind will waver and you basically have lost. It is of no use. So, for example, let's say if the entire pattern changes, blah blah blah, क्या कर लोगे last moment पे? What will you do at the last moment? Are they going to ask you integration and calculus? No. Concepts will still be the same even if the pattern changes. It's okay. Deal with that. You are prepared well for that. If the difficulty level changes, we have prepared you well for that. We have given you 40 marks of various difficulty levels. And you have worked hard. So please respect yourself and at the last moment, do not crap up. Okay? Relax. Those of you who have taken the exam, I still do not recommend watching any slot analysis. We will also be doing that. but I do not recommend that you watch it. But if you do want to watch it, you can. It depends from person to person, what kind of paper was that, and it is all about your competitive bent. I never used to see this, but there are some people who see this and they find some really great deal of satisfaction. But it is totally dependent on you, but only when you have taken your exam. ठीक है? चलिए. And last and the most important, this is something which I said that please do wait for the don'ts, because this is going to change your life. I have taken many mentor sessions in last 5-6 days. I've been reached out by many people asking a couple of questions. That is third slot going to be difficult? Some people are saying that. Is quant going to be difficult because I am Calcutta is preparing the exam? So many channels are saying that. My sincere recommendation is block these channels, report them. Okay? Nothing like that is there. If CAT had been this predictable, then everybody would do a great job. One institution gets the opportunity to make the CAT exam after 6 years. By then, so many professors also change. The processes change. Sometimes the CAT pattern also changes. Every single thing is new and highly unpredictable. You think they are going to give away one single idea that if I am Calcutta is preparing it, things will be difficult in that manner? Did you have any such thing about I am Lucknow when it prepared CAT 2023 last year and you found the most difficult QA? Oh, the third slot is the most difficult. I don't want to be abusive here. I don't like that. But the point is very simple. कोई मतलब नहीं है इस बात का. Stop watching these channels. And that's why I said stay away from social media. There is one thing to hog the views. There is another thing to give the right information. So please stay away from that. What is going to happen in what slot? We don't know, and it's a blessing. Cool? So these were the 4 things that I wanted to discuss. We discussed admit card based issues. We discussed mind management. We discussed last moment academic preparation, in which I forgot to tell you that, when you are going to take those final 3-4 mocks, please finalize your approach in terms of number of attempts you are going to do, plus minus 1 or 2. And don't change it in the exam also. And we also talked about don'ts. Now I'm going to take up your questions. Chaliye, that's very interesting. Wow, so many comments. Kya baat hai? Lost all the motivation to crack or even study for CAT. Now I am focusing on NMAT and SNAP. Is this the right approach? I got 30-40 percentile in mocks and so lost all motivation. Like, if you have already filled the form, why are you losing motivation? Getting 80-85 percentile doesn't require more than 5 to 6 correct questions in each of the sections. Give it a fair shot. Other than the specifics of critical reasoning like syllogism, the deep critical reasoning 1 to logical consistency, everything else is similar as like CAT for these exams also. So if you are going to prepare for NMAT SNAP, prepare for NMAT SNAP, but take your CAT exam with absolute relaxation. There is a good chance you might score well over there. And yes, it's an okay strategy, but I'm not asking that you give up on CAT. Okay? Take 30-40 percentile a person gets when you are scoring negatives or you are just doing random stuff. Don't do random stuff, yaar. 4 questions to karke dekh. At least do 3 to 4 questions in one section. 4 questions in each section gives you 10 minutes per question. You will still be in a better space. Try that. You should know the analytics. 99 percentile happens at 50%. Come on. I'm not even asking you to get 99. Try for 80 na. आ जाएगा इतने में. I'm getting very less marks in SimCats. Is there still possibility? So we discussed what we have to do. I don't know how many marks are you getting, so I can't say whether there is a possibility or not, but you can always book a mentor session. We can discuss that. I'm very weak in QA and I just want some guidance on what I should do to solve at least 6 questions. If you want to do that, if you want to solve 6 questions in QA, focus only on one single topic, which is arithmetic. Do as many questions of arithmetic as you can in terms of preparation. If you think you have reached a particular level where you can solve easy questions, go for the master class of arithmetic and do some questions from that. This will ensure that you at least are able to attempt 4 to 5 questions. and maybe 1 or 2 questions from the rest of the set. You're covered. Just arithmetic will do. Don't focus on anything else. क्वांट नहीं समझ आ रहा, क्या करूँ, एक क्वेश्चन भी नहीं हो पा रहा. सेम recommendation for you. Try for only one single thing which is called arithmetic, and this should help. I have slot 3, but I am a morning person. We have discussed that already, Rupika. Perfect. If you are a morning person, good for you. You can maybe delay your mornings by 1 or 2 hours, and that's okay. Is it better to read for 40 minutes daily till CAT in the time slot we have? Exam like 12:30 p.m. daily? Yeah. To pass your time, you can read. That's okay. Came here after giving a mock in my time slot. Very good. Soulmates. Then we have how to stop thinking about what if scenarios in mind. Like, what if I fail again? What if I end up being a disappointment again? Good. Mind management. Yeah. This is what we discussed. Pranayam. Be around positive people. Focus on what is there in your hands, your action, your karma. Result is not in your hands. It's like if you are a surgeon, really good surgeon, still you can't guarantee whether the person will survive. All you can do is to give your best shot. It's the surgery that you are performing, my dear. There is a good chance you will fail if you will keep on thinking about what if I fail. How to be calm in this stage, already discussed. Overthinking, already discussed. I love your explanation, the video solution. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Is IMS mock test difficulty same as that of CAT or not? We discussed that already. It's a mix of it. What is the score required for 95 percentile? You can Google it here. Normally score required for 95 percentile would be say 8 to 9 questions, 10 questions sort of in VA, 2 sets in DILR, 7 to 8 questions or 8 to 9 questions in QA. Plus of course difficulty level will matter, but more or less this is going to be the case. Suggestion for slot 3 students, done. Okay. I have done only 400 questions in quants, feeling demotivated. Do more questions. 10 दिन है यार, कमाल कर रहा है. वो देख, Kickoff Chronicle is already recommending you can still do 200 more questions. Of course. Red apple and green apple RC explanation by sir. अच्छा, ठीक है. What is red apple, green? I don't know. I must have taken this analogy while explaining a particular RC in the mocks. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. It's like when you sit on this Vyas Gaddi, then things flow from divine's grace, right? Then we have, I'm weak in VRC, getting 15 to 16 marks. So shall I attempt more? No. Go for 6-7 attempts first of all. 2 RCs plus 1 or 2 VA questions will give you enough time. Just focus on how the solution is to be approached. Do the 5 pause approach. My slot is second, my center is 3 hours away. Or 3 hours is a long time. If you are going to travel, if you want to travel by your own car, somebody else should drive it. You should not drive 101%, even if it is 1 hour away. And otherwise it's better you take a room somewhere near, a night before it. Okay. Daily schedule for slot 3, Farooq, I already told that. Then how to plan and strategize mocks, SimCats if I am starting now. 3 to 4 mocks, that's what we discussed, and then all the DILR questions from the previous year papers. Will there be 22 questions in DILR? Because in mock it is 22. A couple of people have said this thing that the paper that CAT authorities have released, something like that. Honestly, I have not yet seen it, so it would be difficult for me to comment on. But if I take your word for it that yes, there is this thing, there's a good chance it's gonna be this way. तो क्या हो गया? हो जाएगा कुछ ऊपर नीचे. Can we lie in CV? Yeah, we'll talk about this later. ठीक है? क्या मतलब है यार? You should not lie. There is a way of answering, but yeah, you should not lie. I get bored while giving mocks at slot 2 time. Any tips? Why? About food, about mind management. बोर्ड का क्या मतलब है? Don't you have enough motivation to really give your career a great kick? Huh? I get bored. It is not a boring date that is going on. ये देखो, ये हमारे ऑफिस वाले बता रहे हैं. Assume this is the percentile you are aiming for. Can we cross 100 likes? कर दो भाई, 100 likes cross कर दो यार. ठेंगा दबाने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? करो. Then we have, should I do reading on D-Day or just do meditation? Yeah, it's like 15 minutes thing. Do both. One of the best guidance I always got from you on personal and professional life. Chalo, I'm so happy. Neck pendant or bracelets are also prohibited items. Yes, no jewelry. No jewelry. सब मैनेज करके जाना. Is water bottle allowed inside exam hall? I don't think so. In some centers, transparent water. Take the water bottles. Sasti wali. If they allow, great. If they don't allow, you can throw that. I am a night owl. My slot is one. I am trying from last 4 to 5 days, but schedule ही नहीं हो रहा है. How many of you have this issue that you are trying to sleep, but sleep is not happening? So I can tell you something. Okay. So there is a thing called Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra. YOGNIDRA. Again, from the sources that I talked about earlier, you can use any of those sources. I think it is inverted now. Chalo koi baat nahi. Yoga Nidra. So what you should do, open Yoga Nidra in your mobile phones on YouTube, not right now, when you want to sleep. Then switch off that option of autoplay so that when Yoga Nidra ends, another video should not start. Okay? Keep your phone inverted, let the Yoga Nidra play, and you are following the instructions while lying on bed. In the end of Yoga Nidra, the instructor will ask you to wake up. Don't wake up. Follow everything, but in the end, don't wake up. There is a good chance you will fall asleep. You might not even able to be hear that, right? But if you still can hear it, keep your eyes closed and relaxed. For most of you, things will click in one moment. For a couple of you, it may take a couple of yoga nidras, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days. That's fine. We'll help you. After listening to you, I feel calmed. Chal, thank you. Box breathing, somebody is saying, but I don't know about that, so I can't comment. I create a white room in mind and chant Om in mind. Perfect, if it works for you. Anyway, Om is a wonderful pranayama. I think it is called Udgit, if I am not wrong. So, great things. Om really creates a very resonant vibration in your body. So, doing that is wonderful. Please repeat the word. What's the word? I don't know. But maybe you can watch that later on. It is an old message. Then, why IMS VRC is so weird? I am getting around 35 in other mocks, but getting very low in IMS for some reason. So we are trying to give you a lot of different types of subsidies. And it's okay if IMS mocks are more challenging for you, isn't it? Acha, so Cinderella has already given the name of the word to Tejaranga, which is Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Thank you so much, Cinderella. Then, so I'm just reading the questions. Okay. I'm getting on an average so and so marks in take home. It was a sudden jump. My slot is 2. I'm waking up at 9, eating and drinking water by 10:45. अरे नहीं Be with circadian rhythm. देखो 2 hours worth of change is absolutely fine. ठीक है? Don't wake up way after sunrise. You will feel drained of energy. Okay? marks are fluctuating in VARC, book a mock analysis. I'll be able to see it then, or book it with anybody. CAT official mock has 22 LRDI questions. What is your opinion on this? I talked about that already. Which slot you got in CAT 2024? I got second slot. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to go there or not, but in most of the cases I'll go. I really want. I love taking tests. But it's really fun to see so many people around, looking at their expressions, and it's fun. So I tell you, this is something which happened with me when I was taking my CAT exam for my MBA. So the year that I did not get selected, I was very overconfident, and I was also doing all sort of things, and I was feeling, ये compete करेंगे मुझसे, ये. And then I realized, yes, they can compete with me. In the next year, I was just confident, not overconfident, and I was quite calm. And I took my exam with absolute calmness. Absolute calmness. It was like another mock for me. And why did that happen? Because I had already failed. I had tasted that idea that if you are anxious, if you are thinking too much, then basically you are going to screw up. So better thing is that you should have that confidence in you that you have prepared well. Guys, if you have done 20, 30, 40 mocks, you have worked on that. It's okay if the percentile is here and there. It's okay. It simply means that you are able to take test. So you got to be calm. And I have a very simple habit. Even now, when I take the mocks for you, I go into the examination hall. I settle there, check out my system. I ask the invigilator if she wants to take some sign. Right away she can take it. Otherwise, she should not disturb me for next 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, out of those 20 minutes or so, I spend in doing Anulom Vilom Pranayam followed by meditation. And even if somebody touches me, then I do not even respond. So I have a very simple habit. I need to be calm before my exam. I don't even bloody care about who else is thinking what in the examination hall. Perfect? That's exactly what I'm going to recommend. अब ये नहीं है कि वहाँ तुम अपना योगा मैट बिछा कर बैठ गए हो, ठीक है? There are some students, who have told me that they keep on looking at the blank screen. This really helps them ease the anxiety. Perfect. Whatever works for you. It is important that you gather your mind in one place. In fact, there is a thing called what is it? Bhairav, Vigyan Bhairav. There is a thing called Vigyan Bhairav, in which Lord Shiva has talked about 100, 200, I don't know, meditative techniques to calm the mind down. And one of these techniques is to imagine that you are focusing in front of you. Doing that also for 2 minutes and then just relaxing and letting your mind flow will also put you in resonance. I'm saying that there is so much of stuff, and you guys are Indian. You're sitting on gold mine. But this is not the time where you are going to search for everything. Just follow what I am currently asking you, which is the simplest thing. Just wanted to share something, that there are ways for you to gather your mind. If you're not doing it, then it's your problem. Then we have IFT also prefers profile over scores. I am yet to see the eligibility of IFT, but as far as I know, scores is going to be a significant portion. I feel really anxious on the last night to exam. How to handle it? Sleep on it. Yoga Nidra. Breathing. And be sure that you have prepared well. Can you revise formula book on the exam day? No. Otherwise, Andhera Kaim Rahe will happen. Okay? Then I'm a future doctor from IMS Delhi. Congratulations. I don't know why are you here. Experiencing sudden drop in mock score. If you are taking so many mocks, then it is okay to stop it. That could also be the reason. Otherwise, of course, you have to just go deeper into the analysis and see what is wrong. I am very afraid of giving it for the first time. क्या हो गया? Exam ही तो है? Afraid क्या होता है? फेल ही तो हो जाएगा. It's okay. It's okay to fail. What is not okay is to have that thought after failing that I could have done better. So give your 100% and fail. Absolutely okay. You will do well in life. Had cracked MBA in 2023 but could not join due to the fiasco, focusing only on ABC, FMS, SP Gen. Should I be writing SNAP? I had cracked SIBM Pune. You should write SNAP. Like, you should always have options available. Like, same thing problem happened with MDI also, but you were aiming for that at that time. I wish that you have the options, but you don't have to select those options. But it is a good idea to take it. If you were able to clear it earlier, you will be able to clear it now. 3 days before exam, can we do PYQ papers? No. CAT, acha. Then so I'm quickly reading, okay? Okay. I had not been able to give any test SIMCATs yet, sir. Is it possible? Then go for previous year papers now only. So after 20 only revision on light mode, yes, and give yourself some time to relax and wind off. Slot 3 habits I have discussed already. Today I'm not feeling well, so today I take a break in the morning. I will start prep from afternoon lunch. Is that okay? Yeah. Take the entire day off. That's okay. I badly need your help. I will do whatever you will guide me. I haven't started any mock. How can I start taking mock SIMCATs, PYQ now at this stage? 4 to 5 previous year papers, all the DILR sets, all the RCs of the previous year papers from 2018 to 2023. I think I told previous year mocks, but I did not tell the year range. What is your average mock score? Acha, this IMS Prep is asking you. मैं भी सोचूं कि मुझसे पूछने का क्या मतलब? चलिए. Then we have a couple of more questions. Let me quickly go through them. Should we revise old RCs of SIMCATs? Whatever you have done already, it is not important that you go back because there is a lot of material available. Instead, you are basically going to spend a lot of time in locating that. Why bother it now? How to retain the maximum from an RC? Use 5 pause approach. Sir, should slot 1 do reading on D-Day? 2 minutes reading you can do if you want to. Otherwise, you should not do anything. Go there, chill, enjoy. This is going to be the great experience of your life. Then I think our pencils and erasers, you can check that out. Nothing is allowed. They are going to provide you with the pencil or pen and the notebook also. What to do just a day before the D-Day? Watch a movie. When you watch a movie, it should be a comedy movie. Should not be an obscene movie. Should not be, thrilling. You can go out for, a stroll in the walk, in the park or something. Visit a mall. Anything which can, calm you down. Shopping calms a lot of people down, so that's okay. Alright, I'm done with PYQs. Is there anything else should I do? Then SIMCAT questions. I'm in class 12th. I'm preparing to give IPMAT exam. Is IPMAT and CAT exam difficulty level same? Similar, but IPMAT also asks you higher math, which CAT doesn't. So you can just reach out to any of the IMS centers. They're going to guide you well on the preparation of IPMAT and you can manage that. Then we have, please, my DILR and quants prep I'm satisfied, but tell me something about English. I'm literally at 0. Go for 2 RCs plus 2 to 3 VA questions. Okay? Go for 8 to 9 attempts. I think that should do something for you. But practice couple of RCs with the 5 pause approach. Anyway, if you do not clear the cutoff for VARC, then also all the colleges where overall cutoff is seen but not sectional cutoff, you will still be eligible for that. So better is that create a balance of it. You can do some portion of it in VARC, try to clear the cutoff, which should happen at 6 to 7 questions, and then focus extensively on the rest of the 2 sections from where you can get a better overall percentile. How can I achieve 80 percentile from 60? By doing only 1 to 2 more questions correctly. And scoring low in quants, ठीक है. VRC में fluctuation है. Please answer my question as well. I don't know what that question was. Can you just put that again here, Harshita? Or did I already answer your question? What's your gut feeling on this year's CAT difficulty? I know it's unpredictable. Don't say that. Lol, please. Just want to know your gut feeling. Like, beta, I do a lot of yoga, so my gut feeling is more or less in my control. Gut feeling is more of a subjective idea. Intuitively I would say that what I want is that the difficulty level should be of similar to the previous years. Anyway, the number of aspirants are more, so a slightly more difficulty level is always a good idea. It actually helps well to the well prepared candidates and can easily filter out people who are just taking it for the sake of it. Okay. So this is my aspiration, but I would not call it a gut feeling. Gut कहाँ से लाऊं यार? I don't do that ना. I'm not able. If you are not able to select the right RC and right DILR set, there is a series called SimCat Suffer on your My IMS channel. SimCat Suffer. SimCat SAFAR Suffer, which is called CAT strategy. SimCat Suffer. Go to your MyIMS homepage, find channels. In that channel, there is a SimCat Suffer channel. There are 5 videos in it. I want you to watch 3 videos. One is called ABC for DILR. It will tell you how to select your DILR sets. Second is ABC for quant. It will tell you your A-level questions, B-level questions, C-level question selection technique. And third one is ABC for VRC. It will tell you how to select the RCs. Go through that and try doing that in the last 3-4 mocks that you are learning. Perfect. So I think more or less we have covered a lot of stuff here. So the parting thoughts that I want to give you right now would be that you are left with 10 days. Enjoy these 10 days, especially your CAT exam. You have prepared well. Important thing is that when you are going to go there and you enjoy the entire CAT exam, you will feel something within. This is a wonderful thing that you have done for yourself. Even if you don't crack CAT, your lives will not be same anymore. You would have upgraded yourself, you would have become better time managers, you would have become better analysts because you have created all those Excel sheets and whatnot. You know how to see the analytics in your profile. Already you are doing all the DILR in general also. You are evaluating things very objectively. You must have realized that by now. The preparation itself gives you wonders. And when you take the CAT exam with absolute calmness, you will feel something going on. You will feel in a war zone situation, but everything under your control. If things are also not going well and you do not feel deterred, you will feel extensively empowered and you see your next 4-5 months becoming so great that your life will change. So there is no harm in taking CAT exam as long as you do not become anxious about the result. That's all. I wish you guys all the very best. I will take maybe one more live session before the CAT exam or through some other medium, we are going to come together. But I wish you all the best. Enjoy this time. Give this time only to yourself. No office, no family members, nothing. And see the final magic happening. And if that magic doesn't happen, I am here for you to scold me. All the best. Bless you. Keep it up. See you soon. And for those for whom I was not able to answer the questions, you can put them in comments. I'll try to answer them now or as and when I get some time. Bye bye. SVN sets. how to prepare for IPMAT, reach out to one of the IMS centers, dear, because this one is specifically about CAT, so I think they will be able to deal with you well. All right. Bye bye.